most recurring dream. The entire world has been struck by a global pandemic. The economy is in shambles. People are unemployed, in poverty, dying. One day, you wake up and the world is all different. The streets are empty, the shelves are hollow, and you are stuck in the middle of a seemingly dystopian lockdown. Life as you once knew it has ceased to exist. You say goodbye to nights out with your friends, in coffee shops studying for exams, and in restaurants just hanging out. Goodbye to the classrooms, lecture halls, and libraries, the spaces that were alive with anxious and excited energy, the spaces where you learned and grew and changed. Now you're at home, and it's been a couple of months. Well, it's almost been a year since everything has all but stopped. The passing of time has felt increasingly incomprehensible. Life is all work and eat and sleep. It's monotonous, and it's difficult. For students like me, pandemic life means working on assignments day in and day out. It means dividing minutes and hours between org work, internships, and academics. It means compromising parts of ourselves in the endless cycle of productivity. Students have found it hard to cope amidst the pandemic. Some are burdened by financial stressors, while others are psychologically distressed by social and physical isolation. As the pandemic unfolds, students face increased fears and worries about their own health and of their loved ones, decreased social interactions due to physical distancing, and increased concerns on academic performance. It's no secret that the pandemic is generally worsening mental health outcomes, increasing cases of depression, anxiety, and stress for a vast majority of university students. Ketchell points out that traumatic events such as the COVID-19 pandemic and genetic makeup may, quote, predict decision-making, coping abilities, symptoms of depression, and thoughts of suicide among university students. The disruption of established daily routine is also compromising students' physical well-being. Nowadays, students are struggling with maintaining healthy diets and regular fitness regimens relative to pre-lockdown conditions. Students report fluctuating periods of self-care. It seems that the added emotional burden of the pandemic has triggered boom and bust cycles with regards to physical health, instead of promoting healthier, steady relationships with physical fitness and dietary health. The study by Dunton, Doe, and Wang found that U.S. children performed less physical activity and engaged in more sedentary behavior during the early COVID-19 period as compared to before the pandemic. According to Majumdar and others, during the lockdown, university students have experienced greater family and work stress, isolation, and excessive screen time, which has led to extensive feelings of sleepiness, increased daytime nap duration, and depressive symptomatology. As a result, a host of physical symptoms have steadily gained prominence during the pandemic, such as headaches, insomnia, digestive problems, hormonal imbalances, and fatigue. So to combat the aforementioned issues, here's what you can do. First, know that it's okay to feel how you're feeling. Acknowledge your emotions of sadness, anger, frustration, or anxiety. And if these feelings worsen to the extent that you are no longer able to function like your normal self, remember to reach out for additional support. Second, maintain a routine. Start your day at about the same time each day. Set a goal for coursework to be completed for each morning and afternoon. Maintain adequate nutrition by eating 3 healthy meals per day. Try to get in at least 1 physical activity each day, no matter the intensity. Third, practice good sleep hygiene. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule, aiming for a 7 to 9 hours sleep each night. Limit screen time in the evening and avoid caffeine starting in the afternoon. Fourth, connect with others. Make an effort to stay socially connected by engaging in regular video or phone calls with friends and family. And lastly, take a break. Step away from the news and from your coursework to do something you enjoy and that you find relaxing or rejuvenating. The bottom line is, you are human. You are allowed to be anxious. You are allowed to be sad. You are allowed to be unproductive. And remember, you are strong. And we, as a community, can get through this together.